What's up, guys? My name is Blinky. I'm today making some really quick and easy videos for some of my newer friends here joining the new season. I wanted to kind of cover a few ways to gather information in the game. Places like Maxroll have dropped Torchlight Infinite. I guess I don't exactly know why, but it's kind of hard outside of this and outside of YouTube to get some help with builds. So there's a few things I wanted to cover in this video. Kind of the first one is just this pro builds page. So over here on the left, right? So again, I'll kind of show where that was, right? So pro builds, and this I think will unlock with a little bit of level. Actually, probably won't. You'll probably get this pretty early, right? So you can come in here, go to build reference. A lot of times, like day one, what you're gonna want to do is just type in campaign, right? So type in campaign. You can just say like day one, right, or end of campaign. This is where a lot of people have ended up, right? So on each of these, I would, check, right, that you're kind of following this. It's going to show you, where to put your talent points early on, right? So you can kind of see here, like I talked about this in another video, right? Some reduced skill cost, right, to kind of spam your abilities, okay? On some of this stuff, you're going to want to go through and check the world map, right? As you go through the campaign, there's different treasure troves that you're going to run into. So on each of these treasure troves, it's going to have like exclusive drops or different drops here. I'd spend like 3 minutes, click through all of the different treasure troves, or if you're running through the campaign, take 20 seconds, click the treasure trove, look here at what drops it has and what you need from the build to make sure you snag that. Okay. The pro builds are really, really helpful. I would caution you against, like right now, I'm at like 5-ish trillion, right? So if I go and I jump, right, I'm at this 5 trillion spot. If I go ahead and I jump to the 15 trillion, there's gonna be a ton of differences, right? A lot of people make that mistake early on. They just say, oh, I'll just go through and I will go immediately to this 15 trillion for aura setup, right? We talked about, sealed mana compensation, right? This guy's got a ton of money here, right? This alone is like 4,000 FE, right? Just that one, right? So along with all the other stuff here, it can get really expensive and really confusing for new players to just jump to that really strong level. A lot of guides, a lot of builds will have like build codes that you can enter, right? So like day one, day two, day three, whatever they, or if they hit like certain like damage levels, a lot of people will do like a 50 billion damage level. So you can come in here and copy paste the build code here, and that'll pop it up. When you get into these, what you can do is you can hit share, right? So you can share this with people in like the world chat to ask for advice or what more specifically you might be missing. If you're not very good reading, like we all are to start, it can be really, really helpful. To make sure you apply this, you can hit apply all, okay? It'll probably give you that warning, especially if you're a little bit later in the game. But what that does is, like, for example, in your talents, it's going to come through and it's going to tell you exactly what to get, right? So it tells you where and how many points, right? So it says, hey, come in, get 3. It'll show in like this bottom right corner, I think, or maybe it's this top right one. It'll tell you how many to get versus how many you have in there, right? So really, really helpful to use that early on, that first day. um, Pro builds are super helpful. Okay. Um, Another thing that you can do, there's a little bit of a lag um, with your build and what other people can see. So what you often find yourself doing, maybe like a little bit later on, as you're making some of these minor changes, you can just come through, make a build, label it like checkup, 4, right? That I misspelled that, right? But whatever, you can come through and add whatever info you want, but not necessary if you're just sharing this to the group chat. Hit confirm, Again, come in here, hit this share button, right? Don't copy this and post that in the world chat. Nobody's going to copy it over, but hit share. It'll share that in the world chat, okay, right here. And you can just send it off. People will check it out, look at you, see what's going on, and you can ask for whatever advice you need. Okay. Another bit of the like pro builds I want to share with you guys is the other side here that goes a little bit neglected, especially early on, which is the quick loot. So like this, I guess for whatever reason, forever ago, I was using this beginner looting strategies. This will go through. You'll have several different things you can look at here. Like God's Chest was really good for people starting out, maybe didn't have a lot of investment in the game. You can search for the stuff that you do have. Like I have some cube pets, so coming in here and kind of looking through these, um, I would give you the same advice on the pro builds. Is just when you go through those, look at a few different builds to find some similarities, or like some themes, if you will, and then kind of look through the variants and see what makes sense for what you have, what you own, and go from there. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, let's hear them, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Bye.